This video is a review of some terminology and notation from geometry that we're going to be using. And that terminology is the terms line, segment, and ray. These are related shapes, and we can draw all of them based on 2 points, and in fact we name them based on pairs of points. The distinction is that a line extends indefinitely in both directions. A ray extends indefinitely in one direction and ends at the named point in the other. And a segment ends at the named point in both directions. We name these by writing the names of the 2 points with a mark over them. The mark we use for a line is an arrow pointing in both directions. So here we have a line through the points A and B. We name it by the letters A and B with an arrow over them, and we read that as line AB. We could also write the points in the opposite order. Line BA is just exactly the same line, we just named the points in the opposite order. If we write AB with an arrow over it pointing in one direction, and we only write rays in this order so that the arrow points to the right. The first point named is an end point, so we don't extend beyond that point. This ray will not extend off to the left, only off to the right. So this ray starts at A and extends through B, and is called ray AB. If we went in the other direction, if we started at B and extended through A, we would write the B first, and that would be called ray BA. Now notice, line AB and line BA are the same. Ray AB and ray BA are different. And that happens because the ray is not symmetric. It ends at one point and extends beyond the other. Now the segment is symmetric again. It ends at both points. In fact, those are called its endpoints. And the naming is symmetric again. Segment AB and segment BA are the same figure again. And notice when we're naming a segment, we put just an overline with no arrows on it over the 2 letters. We also have a second way to name a line. We can also name a line with a lowercase script letter. So by script, I mean we either write it in cursive or just write it loopy so that we can tell the difference between the names of lines on one hand and variables that represent numbers on the other. So in this figure, line PQ so notice I denoted that by a P and then a Q, and then a line over it with arrows on both ends. This is also called script L, which we will read as line L. So in addition to naming the line using 2 points on it, we can just give the line a label directly and then refer to it by that label.